Just say, well, sod it. This is how I'm going to do this.
What? And just
and because I thought that the whole idea was do it and make it as easy as possible.
I know what you're saying, but the problem is there's a lot more to one of these types of things. I mean, obviously this is not a table, as you probably appreciate, but it's become a table.
Yeah, and it's the best place to put something this long and keep it
wobbly,
as flat as possible.
Good idea.
You know, so
you've got to love it, haven't you?
I mean, I on several occasions I've cleared tables, and have we? Well, I'm sure we have seen the tables again.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Moving around.
Anyway, right. Well, enough of that. Enough of that.
Yeah.
Let's just discuss. If you started doing away with these Cantrails, you then run into problems with the window seals.
I didn't say about it. I wasn't meaning to.
What were you saying? How are you saying? Bucket seats.
Just 2 seats, no back seats.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just having a 2.
Yeah, to make it look cool.
No, well, no, because obviously you've got the cameras, so the cameras are here. That wasn't what I was meaning. All I was meaning was when you were saying about obviously doing the back and sewing the vinyl together and.
I just think because we've got it, I'd rather use the trim I've got, which I'm going to try and reuse, obviously, as much as I can. If I was to go away from say like the interior idea, then you're going to run into quite a few headaches. I mean, if you went with the door sealers like on the Mark 1, you're going to have trouble with the edges, you're going to have trouble with around the windows, you have trouble with window catches, you have trouble, because there's 2 more of these going to come along the bottom, which are down the bottom, they don't look too bad. It's difficult because, like I said, you look at it, you go, yeah, I agree, and then you say, I think we're going to have to take that off. It's going to have to come off. But your chrome.
That's why I had to try to take it off.
Is a front chrome come off or not? It's broke up there. It's actually. I mean, it's going to have to come off to trim it. But they are a ridiculous idea, a ridiculous thing.
I mean, it's not. You have to peel it off.
Will it peel? It's starting to peel.
It's come away, but as you were saying, it's been nipped up.
Yeah. It's been nipped. It certainly has been nipped. That's why I said it sort of grips the material. They were a nightmare to do on that coupe. Nightmare. You've got to keep it relatively straight, but I mean, I don't think we can reuse them. Looks like it's been glued as well. Anyway, yeah, I know what you're saying, and I sort of appreciate the idea of it, but I don't really want to go too far away from what I've actually got, because I've actually got it. If I was to say, right, alright, well, let's get rid of that, we'll go with our own interior style, I'm sort of thinking it might not be very good. That's my own. The thing is, you can see though that it's quite a rigmarole, isn't it? You know what I mean? I mean, you see why they charge so much to trim one of these. I did sort of hear, I think it's about 10 grand or something now, 8, 10 grand. So we're going to obviously spend at least that. What do you think?
On gloves.
On gloves, we're 50 grand a box. I know that, but I mean, we obviously are. Yeah. I'll let you know. I'm not feeling the love today. I was doing too much last night. Too much tidying up last night. I think you might be right. If I use that push-on mini edging trim, but I don't know whether you'll get that pronounced. You know what I mean? The way that stuff is. You might not get that really nice pronounced curve. This one's a bit fragile up here. That's why I want to de-rust them first. See, this is why it gets so expensive to restore. because you have to throw all this away, buy it all new. To get it all looking so lovely and good now, it would cost you more. You know, every bit of trim is going to be redone. I think they've only just redone these. They've only just started remaking the Cantrails. And I think they're about 700 quid for a pair, or 750 quid per pair, plus that and that. Which is an incredible amount of money for what is basically quite a simple bit of bent steel. But incredibly complicated. But do you think the viewers are interested in finding the Cantrails, or would you speed this up?
Yeah, wire brushing. It'd be like watching somebody cook a beef on a barbecue and just watching the barbecue while it's
people do it.
Yeah, I know.
As kids watch people opening presents.
Yeah, but that's something different. That's a surprise.
Well, this is a surprise.
Wow, look, more rust.
Yeah, more corrosion. More corrosion. You know, corrosion by more coming. That's why it sort of, because it pinches, it holds it. It was, I remember doing them on the other one, I just don't know how I did it. I'll find a way. There must be a way. They do bend quite easy. I think, do you know what I think these are? I think they're bonnet strips. Or they're a version of the bonnet strip, but just slightly longer. You see what I'm saying? But they wouldn't be, because the bonnet strips aren't that long, I didn't think. Maybe that's probably...
Yeah, they probably were bonnet strips that Jaguar
uses.
Yeah.
Which means they might be available. Very reasonable. I mean, they might not, but... So I know the foam is not available and very reasonable. I do think, though, that some of this...
I didn't know if the foam was any good. I kind of had a little idea for that.
No.
What the foam wasn't any good.
You were thinking pipe insulation.
I was.
Yeah, but a small pipe insulation. That's what I used on the Alpine dashboard. You know, for the rail at the down the front. And I used it on the XK 150. And I think I used it on a few other times.
And I used it on some pipes as well.
And I also used it to insulate my pipes. It's very good stuff. Works fine. It's a bit tricky to cut down the middle though. Equally. Yeah, if you're so...
Why would you need to cut it down the middle?
Well, I like it.
No, you just put it over the whole thing. Put it over the whole thing.
Yeah.
Glue it out.
Yeah.
And then once it's gone up, you cut the thing off.
And?
Cut the back off.
And what happened with that?
I don't know.
You think that'd work?
Well, why wouldn't it?
It's really just frustrating having one side bad and one side good, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously this is a trick that, you know, we are professionals and don't try this at home. What?
Professional.
Yeah, well, I always thought myself was a bit of, was it a Bode or a Doyle? Anyway, if I say, look, I mean, how many people in their right mind are using this?
Well, quite a few.
You know any of it?
There's probably people out there that would love to attempt to work. They probably wouldn't have set themselves
They would do it.
a time frame to do it.
What, like now, just get it done.
Yeah, they wouldn't have set a time frame.
I've got to get the enthusiasm, which is very hard. But this is a thankless job.
trying the hardest.
It's imperative you don't scratch the paintwork. That's a potential concourse winner.
This car won't even win the wooden spoon.
I couldn't even win the wooden spoon.
No.
Fix.
Fix
was in.
There'll be £700,000 restoration with the wrong gear knob that will win it, won't it?
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah, that does sound very familiar. I don't know why. I don't know why, but yeah.
The most original, fully restored car at the show.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite funny. I think it was his mate. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. The joys out. Yeah. I think it'll be alright. I think that'll be fine. I will do, like obviously, another video of trying to trim them. I'll be able to confine to my own home. That dust is horrible. I'm just going up a bloody nose. So. Better now. But yeah, effectively, this is what most people wouldn't do. You just, what would you do with them? Throw them away and buy new ones.
You didn't do a trimmer, and a trimmer would have meticulously shot blasted and wire brushed them down to...
They wouldn't know. No. Anyway, he just said, right, so you need new ones. Because that's times money, and 50 from 120 to an hour or something stupid. They would, it just would take too long, wouldn't it? Very, very strange scenario, isn't it, that? Why people feel they want to spend so much money. Oh, right, hello guys, Ed Shed again. Cantrails, yeah, it was funny coloured, but they have gone black, so they are rust killed. Obviously I said I've got to glue this on this one, then I straighten them up. But that is the basis of Cantrails for the 2+2. So today now I'm going to come down into the conservatory along with the dash top, and I am going to possibly try and glue that bit back on before I start doing anything else. But I've got to find some bits and pieces for that trimming. So for the minute I'd just like to say that's just to show you that yes, they did derust and they are ready to go on.